All right, we have 2018 goals set by Xylat Studios themselves from Nebula Realms. We have all the goals here listed that they just put out a few hours ago. Now, I'm going to go ahead and list them. I'm going to mention them, and then I'm going to talk about each one individually and for this video in particular for Nebula Realms. So, now, some people probably don't even know this. I've been playing this game since it first came out and it was first released, and I've been around since all these issues took place for this game in particular. Now, have I touched Four Kings Casino? Nope, I haven't. I haven't even played that game. Atom Universe and maybe some other games that people bring up, like Bit City Stories and maybe some others out there that could be similar. But I've always been on Nebula Realms. I haven't touched either one of those games. I've seen the gameplay for those, and I've stuck around with Nebula Realms. So you guys found me from this game along. Now, before I get into anything else, I'm going to talk about the goals. So I figured I'd start with that and mention that. So I've been around for all the updates, cover every single update, patch, and every little content that they added, new features and stuff that you couldn't do and that they did not have from the beginning, back when the spaces were really far away from each other. So the first one they have here is implement apartments decoration feature, add furniture and apartments to the shop. We already heard about the apartment decoration, so they announced that last year, going towards the end of 2017. So add furniture and apartments to the shop, Locomotions feature, and then this I was surprised by, really surprised with, they're adding PlayStation Network trophies to this game. So that was pretty crazy. I didn't expect that. And then they're going to release the game on the Steam platform. Now, that's a huge goal. That's a lot. That's already a lot of work in itself. And that's a tough goal in itself. And I'm going to get into that. LeafPark total rework. Improve game import performance. That should be the first goal. That should be your #1 goal right now. Migrate to Unity 2017. Clubs implementation. Character editor code rework. So they're probably going to change up how we edit our characters. It's going to probably have a different look and feeling. Regular updates with bug fixes, content and events, just like we usually, that's just the normal goal that we had throughout 2017 and then 2016 leading into the new year into 2017. And then last but not least, add third parties content. So who knows what that's going to be. I'm not really looking forward to anything particular, something that in particular that I want to see for third party content. As long as they add something new, it doesn't matter whether they bring something like a returning space that's redone and revamped from the ground up. For this game in particular, they bring something from PlayStation Home. That'll be pretty sweet. No matter what they bring back, as long as it's from PlayStation Home, I think people will really go crazy for that and really be excited for that. Now, let's talk about these goals here. Now, the apartments decoration feature, we had that from PlayStation Home. Remember that we can customize our apartments, and we can already do that. Now, I'm gonna head there really quickly. And this is something else that wasn't really around. We didn't have the space navigation feature, so it's pretty cool that we have this. So I'm going to go there right now. See, we already had that from PlayStation Home, so that brings out the memories. And that already brings back PlayStation Home memories where we can customize decorate our apartments how we want it to. We can do it how we want. We can hang out with some of our friends and parties and stuff like that. But something else that we have differently that we did not have on PS3 was party chats. So no matter what game that we're playing, we can already be able to invite people to party chats and communicate with them and hang out, discuss anything, talk about anything, hang out, and just invite even maybe some people might be in groups, fans, all that kind of stuff. You guys can get people together in the apartments just to hang out, talk about all types of stuff. So that'll be a cool feature. And they're also going to add furniture and apartments to the shop. So we'll probably be able to buy purchase furniture, all types of decorations for our apartment. It'll probably be just a shot in particular for just our apartments, not just clothes all the time for our avatars. It'll just be shops that's dedicated strictly for our apartments. If it loads, I'm hoping it does. But if it doesn't, then oh well. I'll just talk about the rest of them just as I go through here. Yeah, look, it's probably not even gonna load. See, and this is exactly an issue. This is definitely something that's wrong with the game right now. Even after all the updates, there's always something wrong. Every time like it's a new update, there's always something that's broken, something new that's broken. being stuck in loading loops. I'm not going to restart this. At least I don't think I am. I'm just going to hope that it loads. Creating players. It doesn't seem like it's not coming on. Yeah, but I'll just end up stick with it, because it'll probably just, I was gonna try to go through every space, so it's probably gonna be too risky just trying to go through every space and show the differences. But I'm just gonna move on to the goals here to talk about Locomotions feature, so that'll be pretty sweet. PlayStation Trophies, that's gonna be cool. Maybe some people might try to get all the trophies. Maybe we can get trophies from our games, from the mini games, completing the stages. Maybe you'll have to purchase a specific amount of content, like some clothes, maybe some scores, break your record. Maybe you have to stay on Nebula Realms. I think a cool trophy would be on staying on Nebula Realms, hanging out on Nebula Realms for a specific amount of time, for maybe like an hour, to get like maybe like a bronze trophy. Maybe play a full game with a full game of bowling, or maybe try to win a game of bowling against your friends, and maybe have a full lobby of 4 people, because that's all you can really play with in the bowling mini game. So I don't see this loading, but I'm just gonna go through all these goals. Now, the release of the game coming to Steam on platform. Now, just being honest, look how long it took us we got so far with this game from console and PlayStation 4. You can't play it anywhere. It's only on PlayStation 4. Just think about this. It's only on PlayStation 4. You can't play it on Xbox. No matter what Xbox console or Microsoft console that you have, you can't play it on the Nintendo Switch or any other Nintendo platform. You can only play it on PlayStation 4, free to play without PlayStation Plus. Now, going and trying to migrate and bring this game all the way to Steam and on PC, that's all the same stuff that they did for us on these consoles, they have to do for PC. They got to get those servers working and make sure the servers are stable, make sure everything works, the features work properly, that people can customize their avatar the way they want it to. Because remember, in the beginning, I was playing this from the beginning. A lot of people that were just trying to create their customized or go to the wardrobe, it was like I would say a death trap. It was the end all be all, where you avoid going to the wardrobe to stop your character from crashing, your game from crashing. You may as well, it was just pure luck if you get online and try to connect to the servers, because it's just like this. What you can see on my screen with creating players, you would try to connect to the Nexus, you couldn't even get there. And it would take so long. You'll be lucky enough to even just try to spawn in and even try to connect, and be lucky enough to stay on for at least half an hour, if not just at least 10, 15 minutes without crashing. So that could be an issue coming up for Steam platforms, for PC users who are excited and want to play this game. For Nebula Realms, they're going to have to go through the same problems we did. And I'm sure it's not going to be an easy task. That's even more difficult in trying to get the servers working, get the graphics up there. And sure, PC is the superior platform when it comes to graphics and all these games running better. I don't see that happening. They're gonna probably have the same graphics mechanic, same graphical features as we do with the visuals, graphical visuals and all that stuff. And the servers are going to be an issue. So it's probably going to take them a long time to really get to the Steam platform. I would make that like a final goal. The first main priority should be just trying to get these game performances to make the game run better. Let's stop these loading loops like right now. Let's get that out of the way. And these characters that are invisible, these avatars are invisible too. That could be another issue for Steam platform users and PC users, whatever you play on. If you do decide to play this game, that's going to be a problem. So that just, again, this releasing the game on the Steam platform and trying to get it out to PC, that's going to take a long ass time to even try to get out there. So it's already difficult in itself, because you see all this stuff, you see how long it took. Again, all these updates, stopping the glitches, the crashes, the avatar issues, and then not to mention they expanded it to the UK all the way to the United Kingdom, and all these international users trying to play the game all together. It couldn't handle all the players. It should be extended with the servers so everybody can play at the same time. And then some people that were trying to play, when I was trying to play this game on stream, they couldn't even get back on the server. And they couldn't play anymore. They were only lucky enough to play, just get on the server, and then they try to change and go to a different space. They never load up. So we already have all those issues. So I can just only imagine all the issues that's going to be coming to PC when they get it out there. No, the LeafPark total rework. I didn't expect this. I really think that not many people everyone stopped going to LeafPark. It's not really many people that go there now because there's nothing to do there. There's not even a mini game there. And if you want to really count it, you could just take the boat around the island and, you know, get to the other side of the map of the other space on a whole completely separate island. But there's nothing else to do there. There's no sort of mini game or anything to do. So that's why I think not many people go to LeafPark anymore. So it's pretty cool to see LeafPark redone. Some people brought up Meadows. I think the Meadow space from PlayStation Home. I forgot what it was called. Something with Meadows in the title of the space. It was so many different spaces on PlayStation Home. It's tough to really remember all those. So that'll be pretty sweet to make it like that if they do decide to do it. But regardless of the fact, they should make it a little bit better than what it is because no one goes there anymore. And then right under it, improve game performance. That should be the main priority because this is ridiculous with this loading problem, this loading issue just sitting here. And look how long it's been. It's already been a few minutes just talking about those different goals. And it's still creating players. So I'm just going to let it roll through. But that should be the main priority. Improve the game performance, stop the lag, stop the crashing. Let's be able to see our friends and new people that we want to connect with and talk to on here. So we can see their avatars, communicate with them, instead of just feeling like you're talking to a wall and you can't even see. And you just see their name on your screen. You can't even physically see their avatar. You just see if they do type and try to text you or something like that, you can just see their chat bubble. That's all you'll see, but you won't be able to physically see their avatars. Like, just say, for example, someone that just decided to download the game and try to find you, you can't add them because you can't see their avatar, and you won't really be able to know if they're there or not. If they crash, you can't even tell. You got to stay close to them to know that they're still in the same server as you and nothing happened to them. So hopefully they can get this loading issue fixed up and the game will run better, because see how it's already in the bowling alley? That is one of the laggiest spaces ever. Stone Lake Castle already had some frame problems too, but because one of you guys, I think Dark Slayer, told me that it was already an issue where you didn't want to try to play the archery game, because if you try to play it, it'll crash your game. You get a blue screen and stuff. But I don't see myself playing that game anymore, because the mini game, because I already got everything I needed. I don't really care about the leaderboards. But the bowling alley is one of the laggiest spaces, and then when you try to play bowling with friends, it lags. You can just see the lag on the screen, no matter if you're watching the stream or if you're playing yourself and trying to play against friends and try to win, get a strike or whatever. You can't really. It doesn't run properly, and it's still glitched out. And sometimes I even found my character just freezing, where he didn't even try to bowl. He didn't even run to pick up the bowling ball. He just froze and stood there for a minute. And then sometimes the flashing on your screen can be glitched out. You can see avatars inside the wall. It's crazy. On the right side of the wall. It's really ridiculous. Now, migrate to Unity 2017. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that goal is. If someone can really explain that to me. To Unity 2017. Clubs implementation, that'll be good. Character editor code rework, so that'll probably be something new. It'll be all just redone when it'll probably change up the options. It'll probably have a different look with character editor, and when we're gonna change stuff in our wardrobe and stuff. Regular updates with bug fixes, we already had that in content events, so that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna add for these spaces. I don't have any type of different spaces down. Just like I said before, I don't have any particular space I would like to see implemented in the game and added to the game. Still loading, creating players. As long as they add stuff to the game, I think it'll keep people playing. But even if they were to, I'm just going to say this now, even if they stop making new stuff for this game, I'm still going to play it. And if it ends up going away in the future, I'm not going to try to jinx it or anything like that, because I saw someone say, oh, you're jinxing it. But I'm one of the guys that's making the videos about it, trying to give it support. And people, let alone just some of you guys out there, admittedly found me because of this game. And I wouldn't be playing this if it wasn't for Scarecrow, who told me about the game. I knew they were going to make a PlayStation home game for PlayStation 4, but I'm glad that he told me that it's going to be called Nebula Realms, and I found out about it, and I downloaded it and kept playing it ever since, even with all the issues, even when they had to shut everything down, rebuild the servers from the ground up, recreate everything, and see how they just made the spaces closer, because you had to run like miles just to even try to get to LeafPark. If you wanted to go to the beach, if you feel like going to the dome or something like that, you had to go miles. But when you spawn in the Nexus, it was easier to get to the bowling alley because it was on the left side. But who knows what they're going to probably add. And then the last goal, third-party content, it'll be pretty sweet to really see what they really take from PlayStation Home. They don't have to, in my opinion, I don't think they have to copy everything that PlayStation Home did. They can just do what they want to do. They can add what they want. And I think as long as it's new content, people are going to jump on here. As long as it's a new space, a new place to go instead of the same places, people are going to jump on here. Some people might want to download the game themselves, even if they decided to eventually get it out for PC or Steam. I just see that as I think that should be the last goal, because we already have our own issues on console, and then if they rush it out too fast for Steam, no one's going to really be able to play, I don't think, in my opinion. And they're going to have the same issues that we did for console. So those are my opinions for the 2018 goals. I hope they hit every goal, but not to mention, Xylox Studios is not Sony. They didn't have the huge support and the group that they have for this game. They don't have that. They're a small team, so that's going to be a lot of pressure, again, with that Steam platform goal, just trying to get it out there. And then also, not to mention, let's see, United States players, American players, and the US players in PC that play on Steam. And it's not just us out here in the United States that play on PC. There's others worldwide. So then they're going to have to open the whole server up again for PC users for the UK and all others around the world outside the country. So that's already, again, that's going to be a tough, really difficult goal. But feel free to share what you guys think about it, the goals in the comments. But I would love to see what they come up with and how they do for this year. But I see a lot of good things coming with this game. I'm happy with it, and hey, it's free and it's available to everyone out there on a PlayStation 4. And if you haven't played this game, it's a good time to try to jump into it and enjoy it for what it is, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of good stuff coming to the game. Sucks that I couldn't really go to all the personal apartment, because it looks identical to PlayStation Home's Harbor Studio, but it's just expanded. Just a different an extra room in the front as soon as you come in, and then there's a upstairs room. That's all it is. But other than that, it's still like similar to PlayStation Home. We'll just have to see. Maybe we'll be able to go to the city. Some people wanted to see like vehicles, skateboards, and bicycles, or scooters, or whatever they add to the game. I don't know what they'll do. We'll just have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about these goals. And again, I think that Steam platform goal should be like just the last thing that they try to do. I'm not trying to exclude, isolate or exclude the PC people out there, the PC users and PC gamers out there, but that's just already a tough goal. They need to try to make sure they can get this game running first, so that way we can have all these issues fixed and not the same issues carry over to PC users.